Hey guys, so in this video we're going to cover 6 things to optimize your Shopify checkout, to increase your conversion rate and overall your returns. And if your initiate to checkout to purchase rate is low, which is this part of the funnel, this video will cover 6 things that will help you improve this part of your funnel and therefore increase your conversion rate and your returns from whatever marketing channel you are using. So without further ado, let's get straight to these 6 things. So the first thing that you can do to increase your conversion rate in this part of the funnel is to add some of the trust signals. So trust signals help you communicate worthiness and credibility. Therefore, they are reducing their friction for the purchase, basically the friction of your customers to buy your product. With them, your customers won't worry about, for example, not being satisfied with your product. They know that they won't get scammed. They know that their credit card will not get stolen, and they know that they will not wait too long for your product. So let's cover some of the examples from some great brands, how they are doing this on their checkout page so you can apply it. So some of you guys have a Shopify Plus, some of you don't. So I have prepared 2 examples, one for all of you guys who don't have a Shopify Plus and one of you who do have it. The first example, we have Rich Wallets. They do have a Shopify Plus, but anyway, they're using this method which can be used for non-Shopify Plus customers. And you can see at the top at the banner how they have their logo. Then they have a 99-day risk-free trial. They have a lifetime guarantee here. They have like how many 5-star reviews, which brings that social proof, right? So if you don't have a Shopify Plus, still what you can do is just literally replace this top image banner, which you can choose in the Shopify editor basically. And what you can do is just create your own image that will contain all these things, like how many reviews you have, like what's your refund policy and all these things. And you can just like upload it here, and there that way you will get to communicate your trust signals here and increase your conversion rate, because customers in your checkout, they will see this and they will trust you more because you have clearly stated what they will get, right? So that's how you do it without the Shopify Plus. So if you have a Shopify Plus, there are plenty of applications that will help you add these within the checkout, so you don't have to do it with the image method, the one that I have previously described. And it works like this. You can add it just here below the cart. You can see this brand is called Lisa. Not sure if I'm spelling that right. They have it just below the fold. Like you can see just below the price, they're stating their offer, how long the warranty is, that the shipping is free, fast, so they don't have to wait for it. Designed and assembled in the US, which is probably meaningful to their customers, right? And with that, they just increase the conversion rate because they get to communicate these trust signals in their Shopify checkout. So I highly recommend you to give this a try and see how it impacts your conversion rate. So that's the first thing for this video. And the next thing that we have here is shipping options and costs. And what I mean by that is we have an example here from the Gymshark. And when you get your customers to the point where they have to choose the shipping method and stuff, there are 2 things that you want to keep in mind. The first one, you want to communicate shipping times on each option, because that will bring more clarity to your customers. They will not have to think, with this shipping method, how long will it actually take me to receive it? What's the difference between these 2? So you can see how Gymshark does that. Like they have the standard delivery, then they have 8 to 11 working days, and for express delivery, like 6 working days. That's why this one is more expensive. You always want to have at least 2 options. But the second thing regarding this thing is that you don't want to have too many options, because if you have too many options, you will get your customers into decision fatigue, which is very bad. And what that means is that they will need to make another decision. Here on your checkout, you want to make your checkout as seamless as possible. And if you make them make another decision where they have already made some decisions, for example, what color do they want, what's their size, they have probably made a decision if they want to buy 1 or 2 product or which product. So they have already made all these decisions, and now in your Shopify checkout, if you make them make even more decisions, that's just like the decision fatigue, and you don't want to do that. I highly recommend you to go for two options, the slower one and the faster one. And if it's really like your some specific case and you need to have like three options, go for it, but don't go more than that because you will just bring them into the decision fatigue. So make it very clear how long will they receive your product for each of the delivery method, and don't have too many of them because it will bring them to the decision fatigue. So that's the second thing regarding this video. Let's go to the third one. The third one is to have clear returns and refunds policy. So not many people will click on this on the bottom, but it's always good to have them, and you don't want to have like 6-7 links in here. You just want to have these 2 or 3 max, the ones that are communicating the refund policy, the privacy policy, and all these things, because when they see these things, they will just feel more confident. And a lot of brands have this on their Shopify checkout, and you need to have them there. As I have mentioned, not many people will click on them, but if they see that you have them, they will just know that you have it, and they probably won't bother like to read your privacy policy and things. But it's always good to have it, so you bring more trustworthiness in your customers' eyes. So that's the third thing. Then the fourth thing we have here is that if you really nail down with all these things and your conversion rate skyrockets and stuff, you want to increase your AOV even in your checkout. But you have to do it very carefully. You don't want to overwhelm them. Once again, you don't want to bring them once again into the decision fatigue thing. You can see how the Ridge is doing this. So they have this add a coin tray here, like you just click on the single click. It's a one-click upsell. You click it and it adds to the order. And it's really important that these things are relatable and pairs well with the initial product they have added into your checkout. Otherwise, it will just like take the space unnecessary and stuff. So if you suffer with low profit margins and all these things, you can really increase your AOV in this part, but really test it once again, because you don't want to make your checkout look messy and cluttery and all these things. So be very careful with that and give it a try. So let's go for the fourth thing. If you are selling some expensive products or maybe to an older audience, you might want to have a customer support thing on your checkout page. You can see we have the Allbirds here, and they have this chat widget on the bottom right, and you can click on it and just chat with their customer support even on the checkout. Now, not all brands will be available to do this because of their Shopify plans, but in case you are selling once again an expensive product and you're selling to an older audience, what you can do here is once again solve this with the image banner. You can create this logo, and on that image add your phone number here or email or something like that. Say that you're doing like 24 customer support and things like that, and probably not many prospects will contact you, but once again, when they see that they're available to contact you even at this point of their purchase, it will just bring more trustworthiness, credibility, and all these things that will help you with increasing the conversion rate. So definitely you can give it a try if you're selling an expensive product or you're selling to an older demographic. So yeah. And the sixth thing, and which is maybe the most important one, you want to simplify your checkout. You want to make it user-friendly. Shopify is very good at this. You have like very good platform for that. But as we have mentioned all these things before, it's very important to understand that you don't want to add maybe all of them. You want to test out one by one and see which one impacts your conversion rate. You don't want to throw them all at once because you don't want to have too many things. If you have too many things, your checkout might lead to a confusion and they will just abandon the process. You always want to make this process as seamless as possible, but still bring that credibility. And you don't want to have too many things once again, because it will lead to decision fatigue. Like imagine you get on the checkout, you see like 5 upsells, you see 5 shipping options, you see like whatever. So you always want to simplify this, make it as seamless as possible, and make them finally place the order. So yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like us to take care of all these things ourselves, so you don't have to bother with them, with meta ads, conversion rate optimization, and email marketing, just reach out to me in the link below and schedule a quick discovery call with me. And like and subscribe if you'd like more content like this, because I'll be posting more things like this that can help you with growing your e-commerce store. So that's it for this one. See you in the next one.